Hi guys, in this episode of Attaca, I'm gonna be finally reacting to what I promised to do, that being 17's Attaca album. And I actually haven't reacted to 17 B-sides in a long time. I think literally the last time I reacted to 17 B-side was in like 2019, which is like in the beginning of my channel. So it's been a long time, so I'm curious how my experience with 17's B-side is gonna be now compared to back then, because back then, their B-sides were kind of interesting, though not necessarily like my most favorite thing, but they were definitely enjoyable. So I'm curious how these ones are gonna be, but because of the length of the album, I'm gonna have to split it into two videos. And in this first part of the reaction, I'm gonna be checking out the first three songs of the album, To You, Crush, and Pang. And I'm not really sure about which one of these three I'm excited the most, because I don't really have much of an idea of what kind of songs in 17's discography tend to be named certain things. So I'm obviously kind of looking forward to something that is catchy, that is enjoyable, but we'll see whether we're necessarily going to get something like that. I'm definitely excited about the hip-hop theme song, but that is going to be in the second part of the reaction, not in this video. So yeah, without further ado, let's start off the reaction with the first song, To You, in 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm already liking the instrumental and it's just starting. Okay, this is actually, the quality is a little bit surprising, I'm gonna be honest. Because this like feels like a higher quality than your average B-side, and this is the third group in the last week that I've had this experience with. So I'm honestly starting to wonder, why am I suddenly so into B-sides? Yeah, this one is actually genuinely really enjoyable. It's definitely, we started this album reaction definitely really with a really good song. I really don't understand though why recently I have been enjoying B-sides so much. I do really hope that this level of quality holds up for the whole album though, because that would be great. And I'm also definitely reacting to this song a second time. And I also want to say for this song that it's debatably better than the title track of this album, which is God damn it, I forgot the name of the song. Rock With You. It's Rock With You. This is debatably better than Rock With You, but they're pretty much about the same. I definitely enjoy this just as much as I enjoyed the title track. And I definitely did not expect the B-sides to be this good. Okay, like I said, I really did not expect that we're gonna be starting off this album with a banger, but here we are. And yeah, this is a really fun, really catchy song, very much in the same kind of vibe that the title track was, but it's obviously going in a little bit of a different direction, where the title track was a little bit more bombastic, and a little crazier, and a little bit more energetic. This one is a little bit more mellow, but still very much powerful and energetic, just not as much. And yeah, I really, really enjoy it. The thing is, when I reacted to 17 like 2 years ago in 2019, well, 3 I guess, we're getting close to 3, but when I reacted to them back then, it's not that their songs were bad, I actually was enjoying them for the most part, but the thing is, I definitely did not feel this level of quality from them. At least based on my memory, because I haven't really looked back on those B-sides in all this time. And this is the first time I'm like properly doing an album reaction to 17, so I also don't really have much of an idea of how many of the songs in a 17 album on average are really good to okay, you know? But recently, if you haven't watched my recent Rate the K episodes, I've been reacting to Everglow's B-sides, I reacted to Uptension's most recent album, and for those two groups, their B-sides were so good, and I'm surprised how consistently good all of their B-sides were. And I'm wondering if that's going to be the case for 17 as well, at least for this album, because that would be really amazing. And at this point, it would really make me question why the hell am I all of a sudden enjoying B-sides so much? Because like I already talked about this in like my Uptension reaction, that recently, since I was reacting to the Kingdom finale songs by all the groups like Stray Kids 80s, B2B, SF9 and The Boys, all their songs that they finished Kingdom with sounded like B-sides, and they were so good. And I feel like maybe that like unlocked something in my mind to the point where now I'm really, really into K-pop B-sides, where I wasn't really that much before. At least not outside of my top groups. But even then, like, I don't know why am I all of a sudden so much more into B-sides, because I don't think all of a sudden B-sides have gotten better. I feel like the quality was the same has always been this, but it's just that for some reason now I'm really into them. I don't know why. But yeah, I got a little bit sidetracked, but the point is I really enjoyed this song, and I'm also going to be reacting to it a second time before we move on to the next song, because it is a really good song, and just in case this is the only really good song that I really, really enjoyed in this album, I just wanted to go for a second reaction. Because I usually don't do 2 reactions for the B-sides, only do it for the ones that are really good. So let's get into this one more time in 3, 2, 1. Like right off the bat, you feel the quality just in the fact that you can hear the great instrumental right in the background there. Like, I feel like you can really tell which B-sides are good and which are bad, or at least not as good, when you're listening to the song, if you can imagine how a music video could go, whether the song can actually carry a music video, because not every song can. And I feel like this song can definitely carry a music video. And like I said, it could have been just as good as Brock With You. Yeah, this is instantly one of my favorite 17 songs ever. You know, I have never really sat down and figured out which member of this group is in what position, like who are the vocalists, who are the rappers, who are the performers, or dancers, should I say. It's a really nice and catchy song. Man, this chorus is crazy catchy. I really like this song, man. I didn't really expect to enjoy a song of this album this much, I'm gonna be honest. Not because I think their B-sides are garbage or I don't like 17, but just because by experience I know that most albums are not really that entertaining. On all groups, not just on 17. So by nature I almost always assume that I'm not gonna enjoy an album before I do a reaction. But I definitely did not expect to enjoy a song this much. It's not like I expected to hate this album or anything, but I definitely did not expect to enjoy a song out of it this much. Because this is instantly going to my playlist. Like, I'll be listening to this song in the next few days. I really enjoy it. And yeah, in terms of a rating, it's a straight 10 out of 10. It's amazing, it's really good. It's up to par with the title track, debatably better, because it's more, I don't know, like nowadays K-pop songs have become more hard-hitting, which I do enjoy, you know, that's the kind of music that I enjoy the most. And even something like Rock With You, which is not necessarily like a hard-hitting song per se, it's very powerful, very energetic and everything, but 17 can also do some more mellow and calmer songs like this. Like this reminds me a little bit in terms of its vibe to Don't Wanna Cry, which I really like that song. I think that's one of their best songs. So I feel like this, because of that, because it reminds me of Don't Wanna Cry, could have debatably been a better title track than Rock With You, which is still a good song, don't get me wrong. I love that song. It definitely has more replay value than this song, but yeah, I love both songs. I just did not expect to enjoy a B-side out of this album this much. And I really hope the quality keeps up, but there's only one way to find out, so let's get into the next song, that being the song Crush, in 3, 2, 1. You my crush, I got a crush on you. 나는 너에게 rush. You my crush, I got a crush on you. 너 말고 전부 다 hush. Complicated, 그 당기는 건 아무도 힘낼 수. Okay, this one is definitely weaker than the previous song, but it's too early to tell anyway. Yeah, that's kind of what I was expecting the album was gonna be like. Like, this is enjoyable, for the reaction at least, but it's definitely not gonna be something I'm gonna be replaying. I don't know, it's just like, To You just had a little bit more of a quality feel to it. This feels like a typical B-side. Like, still good and enjoyable, but not mind-blowingly good, you know? Oh, this song is really short. Okay. So, I don't really have too much to say about this song. I think it's moderately enjoyable. I kind of like the vibe of it, which is why I was hoping that I was gonna end up enjoying it, but you can literally right off the bat tell that it just doesn't have the same quality as To You. It's not bad by any means, but it just feels more par for the course in terms of its quality. Like it's just another B-side, while To You feels like a really, really good song. So I guess maybe we're not gonna be keeping that quality trend for the whole album, which is a shame. I was hoping that we were, because I would never complain about getting more songs that I enjoy. But yeah, it's still enjoyable, and I still think most people are gonna be fine with this song. But To You, to me, is just really, really good, and I did not expect to get this good of a song from the B-sides. In terms of a rating for this one, I'm going to give it an 8.3 out of 10, which is still a pretty high score, but it's pretty much exactly how I feel about the song. It's enjoyable, he has some interesting things here and there, but definitely could have been better. Should have been better, especially after the quality of the first song. But yeah, I don't know, maybe I'm gonna like the subunit songs more. We're gonna find out now by getting into the first one by the performance team called Pang, which is weird because with a name like that you would expect that this would be the hip-hop team because it's probably gonna be rap heavy. I don't know if that's gonna be the case, but there's only one way to find out, so let's get into it in 3, 2, 1. Can somebody comment in the comments who are the rappers of 17, because I've never really bothered to research that. Like, for a second there, Dino was rapping, but I don't know if that's his position. Okay, so this song is not at all what I was expecting it was going to be. Yeah, I think it's very obvious that I'm not really enjoying this one. I just don't get why it's so low energy. It's coming from the performance team and it's so low energy. You would think that it would be super hyperactive and energetic coming from the performance team, but it's not, which is weird. At least it's unique. What? That is a weird lyric, I gotta say. I'm a balloon. This song has just such a weird feel to it. I don't know how to even react to it. Yeah, I realized that this song is going to be very divisive. Like, I feel like I can definitely see people enjoying it. Because even I don't necessarily think that it's bad, but I just am so taken aback by what it is because I did not expect to get anything like this from this. from this reaction, especially coming from the performance team of 17. You would think that the song would be super energetic, like I said, but it's not. And with a name like this, you would expect that it's probably going to be rap heavy, but it's not. So again, it feels so weird to get a song like this just because of who is doing it and what the name of the song is. And then there's the song itself, which sounds so... I don't know how to even describe it. It sounds so unique, like I've not ever heard a song like this. And yeah, it's just not really enjoyable to me. It's not really that engaging when it comes to just reacting to it. And I don't really see anything that I could possibly be interested in to listen to in this song if I want to listen to the song outside of the reaction. So yeah, and I am going to give it a pretty low score for the most part. It's probably the lowest one I've given in a long time, that being a 6.4 out of 10. And don't get me wrong, just because I don't like it doesn't mean that I think it's bad. It's just that it's not really my thing. But if you enjoy it, that's fine. I would be really curious to hear or read specifically why do you enjoy this song if you do. So make sure to comment down below. And yeah, that's gonna be it for the first half of this reaction. Hopefully we're gonna be getting at least one more really good song in the other 3 songs, but we're gonna find that out in the next part. So yeah, what did you guys think about these 3 songs? Comment it down below and let's have a discussion about it. And also, before we end this video, I just want to give a huge shout out to my currently 3 patrons on Patreon: Omar Bridgman, Deadpool, and Sanchez. Thank you guys for your support. I really appreciate it. It really means a lot to me that you have decided to support me, you have continued to support me for such a long time. I hope you continue to enjoy my content and continue to support me going forward. Thank you very much. And now, before we end this video, I just want to talk about something to you guys very quickly, which some of you may or may have not noticed before or know about me, that being the fact that I am trans. And yes, this may come as shocking to some of you because I don't really flaunt it that much on my channel, or at least I feel like I don't. Outside of like my K-pop reactions, which is where I feel like the most comfortable being myself like this. And yeah, I am in fact trans. I'm not necessarily full-on male to female, but I heavily want to transition to being pretty female. I do consider myself more non-binary though, or maybe gender fluid would be the best descriptor as well, because I do have occasional moments where I feel fine being like just a normal guy, but most of the time, like right now, I do feel very dysphoric. And that's why I'm asking you guys for any help that you can give me, because my situation right now, I don't really see any way outside of you guys' help. Because, and this is gonna be kept short and concise, I live with my parents. They're never going to accept me as a trans person. They just never will. And as a matter of fact, back when I started the YouTube channel, I was actually kind of slightly starting my transition back then, with like starting to grow out my hair. I even got to DIY HRT, but because my parents started noticing certain things, like my behavior had changed a lot and my clothes had changed a lot, I kind of had to stop doing that because they were constantly nagging me about cutting my hair and just started to kind of be threatening in a certain way, and felt like they were ashamed of me and everything. And that just kind of stress just tired me out to the point where I just gave up. But as dysphoria goes, it just doesn't go away, you know. I still feel like this, and in fact it's somewhat been intensifying again recently, so I just wanted to share this with you guys. And again, I would really appreciate any amount of support you can give me in regards to this, because I just don't see any way out of this. Because even if I moved out of my parents' house and got myself a job and everything, that's just not gonna work for long-term planning, because once I transition, it's like I
probably will not be able to get myself a job because my country is very transphobic. Nobody gives a shit about LGBT people at all. So there's not even much I can do even in terms of transitioning here. So yeah, I don't know. I just would appreciate any amount of support you can give me, be it monetarily or in any way otherwise. And this is not about boosting my channel or anything, or guilt tripping you with my sob story. I just wanted to get this off my chest and make my subscribers aware of the situation that I am in, and that I would appreciate anything that you guys can help me out with. It would mean literally everything. Like, for example, a friend that I made after starting this YouTube channel, my good friend Yuri, has been helping me out a lot. And I genuinely might have not been here if it wasn't for him showing up and befriending me. So yeah, this just went a little bit longer than I intended, but I would just really appreciate anything you can support me with. That's kind of ultimately what I'm trying to say.
And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe. Also, check out the link in the description to my Twitter if you want to follow me over there, and to my Wattpad where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you don't enjoy my stories or simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to my Patreon or to my Ko-fi account, where you can pledge your support and help get the channel going, help support me so I can keep writing stories you enjoy. But if you don't want to do it, that's completely fine. You can still help me out in other ways, like liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and especially sharing this video with somebody who you think might enjoy it. And I think this is pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!